This is gonna blow your mind. The San Andreas Fault slices through California like a crack in a pane of glass. It is a visible reminder of the immense geological forces shaping our planet. This fault, a fracture zone where two tectonic plates grind against each other, is not just a geographical feature. It is a ticking time bomb. The question is not if, but when, this fault will unleash another major earthquake. The San Andreas is a strike-slip fault, where the Pacific Plate and the North American Plate move horizontally. The Pacific Plate inches northwestward relative to the North American Plate at a rate of about 2 inches per year. This constant pressure builds up along the fault line, like a spring being wound tighter and tighter. Eventually the strain becomes too great, and the fault ruptures, releasing a tremendous amount of energy in the form of an earthquake. The San Andreas Fault is not a single, continuous fracture. It is a complex system of interconnected faults that snake across the state. This network of faults adds to the unpredictability of earthquakes in the region. Scientists can estimate the probability of a major earthquake occurring within a certain time frame, but pinpointing the exact time and location remains a challenge. The San Andreas Fault is a stark reminder that we live on a dynamic planet. Understanding its behavior is crucial, not only for scientific knowledge but also for our safety and well-being. The more we know about this geological giant, the better prepared we can be for the inevitable day when the Earth trembles again. The San Andreas Fault bears the scars of its violent past, etched into the landscape and forever imprinted in human memory. These scars serve as stark reminders of the immense power that lies dormant beneath our feet. One such scar is the 1906 San Francisco earthquake, a defining moment in California's history. The 1906 earthquake, estimated at a magnitude of 7.9, ripped through the San Andreas Fault, unleashing its fury upon the unsuspecting city. Buildings crumbled, fires raged, and the ground itself seemed to liquefy. The devastation was widespread, leaving an indelible mark on the city's physical and cultural landscape. Another significant event was the 1989 Loma Prieta earthquake, a magnitude 6.9 temblor that shook the San Francisco Bay Area. While not as powerful as the 1906 earthquake, the Loma Prieta event caused significant damage to infrastructure, including the collapse of a section of the Bay Bridge. This event served as a wake-up call, reminding Californians of the ever-present seismic threat. These past earthquakes, though devastating, have provided valuable lessons. They have driven advancements in earthquake engineering, leading to more resilient buildings and infrastructure. Furthermore, they have underscored the importance of disaster preparedness, prompting the development of emergency response plans and public awareness campaigns. The scars of past earthquakes are not just physical reminders of past tragedies, they are opportunities for learning and growth. By studying these events and implementing lessons learned, we can strive to mitigate the impacts of future earthquakes and build a safer future for all Californians. To comprehend the San Andreas Fault's threat, we must delve into the Earth's inner workings. Our planet's outermost layer, the lithosphere, isn't a single solid shell. It's broken into massive, moving pieces called tectonic plates. California sits atop the boundary between two of these titans, the Pacific Plate and the North American Plate. Here's the rub. These plates aren't stationary. They're in constant, albeit slow, motion. The Pacific Plate, carrying California westward, grinds horizontally past the North American Plate. This grinding isn't smooth. Friction along the fault line causes the plates to lock, building up immense pressure over time. When this pent-up energy exceeds the rock's strength, the fault ruptures. The plates lurch past each other, releasing the stored energy in a matter of seconds. This sudden release is what we experience as an earthquake. The magnitude of the earthquake depends on the amount of energy released and the length of the fault rupture. Adding to the complexity, the San Andreas isn't one clean break. It's a network of interconnected faults, each with its own stress points. This makes predicting exactly where and when the next big one will hit a monumental challenge. Understanding these geological processes is crucial. By studying the San Andreas Fault, scientists can better estimate earthquake probabilities, identify high-risk areas, and develop strategies to mitigate potential damage. The potential consequences of a major earthquake on the San Andreas Fault are staggering. California, home to bustling metropolises and critical infrastructure, is particularly vulnerable. A high-magnitude earthquake could have cascading effects, impacting millions of lives and crippling the state's economy. One of the most immediate concerns is the potential for widespread building collapse. While building codes have improved significantly, many older structures predate modern seismic standards. A major earthquake could level these buildings, leading to significant loss of life and property damage. Beyond structural damage, a major earthquake could sever lifelines, such as transportation networks, water systems, and power grids. Roads and bridges could become impassable, isolating communities and hindering emergency response efforts. Water lines could rupture, cutting off access to clean water and sanitation. Power outages could plunge entire regions into darkness, disrupting communication and essential services. The economic fallout from a major earthquake would be immense. Businesses could face closures due to damage, supply chain disruptions, and loss of workforce. The cost of rebuilding and recovery would place a significant strain on the state's resources. The potential devastation underscores the need for proactive measures. Strengthening building codes, retrofitting older structures, and investing in resilient infrastructure are crucial steps to mitigate the impact of a major earthquake. While earthquakes themselves pose a significant threat, another peril often follows in their wake: tsunamis. These colossal waves can wreak havoc on coastal communities, compounding the devastation of the quake itself. But what exactly causes a tsunami? A tsunami is typically triggered by underwater seismic activity. When tectonic plates shift abruptly under the ocean, they displace huge volumes of water. This displacement generates waves that can travel across entire ocean basins at high speeds, sometimes reaching up to 500 miles per hour. As these waves approach shallower coastal waters, they slow down but grow in height, forming the massive, destructive waves we associate with tsunamis. The Pacific Ocean's Ring of Fire is particularly prone to both earthquakes and tsunamis due to its high level of tectonic activity. California, with its extensive coastline, is therefore at risk. Understanding the science behind tsunamis is crucial for effective early warning systems and preparedness measures. Modern technology has significantly improved our ability to detect potential tsunamis. Seismic sensors, ocean buoys, and satellite monitoring systems work in tandem to provide real-time data. Once an undersea quake is detected, this data is analyzed to predict the likelihood of a tsunami, allowing authorities to issue timely warnings. Despite these advancements, the key to minimizing tsunami impact lies in community preparedness. Educating the public about evacuation routes, conducting regular drills, and building resilient infrastructure are vital steps in safeguarding lives and property. In the face of nature's fury, knowledge and preparation are our best defenses. Throughout history, tsunamis have left indelible marks on civilizations, altering landscapes and reshaping the course of human life. One of the earliest recorded tsunamis dates back to 365 AD, when an earthquake off the coast of Crete triggered massive waves that devastated ancient cities along the Mediterranean. Fast forward to more recent times, the 2004 Indian Ocean tsunami remains one of the deadliest natural disasters in recorded history. Triggered by a 9.1 magnitude earthquake, the tsunami claimed over 230,000 lives across 14 countries, forever changing communities and families. Japan's 2011 tsunami, caused by a 9.0 magnitude quake, brought immense destruction and a nuclear crisis at the Fukushima Daiichi plant. The waves, reaching heights of up to 40 meters, obliterated entire towns and resulted in significant loss of life and property. These historical events serve as stark reminders of the immense power of tsunamis and the importance of preparedness. They highlight the critical need for robust early warning systems, resilient infrastructure, and community education to mitigate the impact of such disasters. By understanding the past, we can better prepare for the future. While we cannot prevent tsunamis, we can strive to minimize their devastating effects through knowledge and proactive measures. In today's world, the threat of tsunamis remains ever present, but advancements in technology have given us powerful tools to mitigate their impact. Modern tsunami warning systems are at the forefront of this effort, combining cutting-edge technology with international collaboration to save lives. When it comes to natural disasters like tsunamis, preparation can mean the difference between life and death. Communities in tsunami-prone areas must be vigilant and proactive in their efforts to prepare for the worst. Preparation starts with education. Residents need to understand the risks and recognize the signs of an impending tsunami. This knowledge empowers individuals to act quickly and efficiently when every second counts. Evacuation routes and safe zones must be clearly marked and regularly updated. Drills and simulations help ensure that everyone knows exactly what to do and where to go in the event of an emergency. Stocking emergency supplies is another crucial aspect. This includes food, water, medical supplies, and other essentials that can sustain families until help arrives. Collaboration between local governments, emergency services, and the community is vital. Effective communication and coordination can significantly reduce the chaos and confusion during a real event. Finally, staying informed through reliable sources and heeding official warnings can save lives. Whether through mobile alerts, sirens, or community broadcasts, timely information is key. By taking these steps and fostering a culture of preparedness, communities can face the threat of tsunamis with resilience and hope. Preparedness is not just about surviving, it's about ensuring that life can continue and thrive, even in the aftermath of nature's most devastating events.